raising a toast to remember Akil Drake 1 year after the deadly explosion at the Realty Building.
Those who once lived in the century-old structure met across the street from where their lives all changed 1 year ago today.
They raised a glass to not just honor those affected by the incident, but to also look toward the future.
May 28th, 2024. That's when crews cut a gas line in the basement of the Realty Building during what should have been routine cleanup work.
27-year-old Akil Drake, who worked in the Chase Bank on the first floor, died in the blast, while several others were hurt.
It was a story that gained national attention and changed the landscape of downtown Youngstown forever.
We have team coverage tonight. We'll begin with McCrae, who spoke with several EMTs who witnessed the aftermath and helped rescue those trapped in the rubble. Corey.
Derek Madison, this trio of brave individuals you're about to hear from recounted the events of that day, and while it's a day that they'll never forget, they're also reminded on how their swift actions and the swift actions of others likely saved lives.
I don't think anyone could have actually prepared for what happened because it was just a random Tuesday.
This group of EMTs and paramedics were among those that ran toward danger that day.
I was the first ambulance that was dispatched down.
We're going to set up triage in front of International Towers.
A gas explosion at what's now the former site of the century-old Realty Building.
You could taste the gas almost, like it made your throat very scratchy.
One thing I remember very vividly was looking down where we were going and wheeling the cot over a wallet and a cell phone.
You hear a lot of noise and people hollering and asking for help.
Jerry Bacco, an advanced EMT, was responsible for a staging area where all agencies arriving on scene were briefed and ultimately deployed from.
You have to get things set up. You just can't run in and try to rescue somebody to our safety is safe and others are safe too.
A triage was also set up to assess patients on the ground. Paramedic Brittany Makita says in situations like these, being able to fall back on your training is crucial.
Just being able to take a glance over each patient and determine, okay, this one can wait a second, this one needs to go now.
In EMT school, they always they teach you how to triage and they teach you about incident command and mass casualty incidents. And they're like, oh, well, that's for the military. You're never going to use this.
Experience that was better to have had and not needed than to have needed it and not had it.
I ended up actually using it, and being that I was kind of so new or out of school, I did remember a lot of that, and it helped for sure.
EMTs tell me that if it hadn't been for the communication and everybody stepping up to the plate like they did, things could have been much worse.
Just next door, there's an apartment complex that, if it had hit any of that or the hotel, there could have been a lot more casualties if it had gotten any bigger.
With more local news, I'm Corey McCrae.